to be boring. Yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi, we're back. We still haven't found a church home. Hopefully this is it. We're moving around.
This is a nice, you know when they have like a really good praise and worship and you like it's nice, you have the good seats, like not just the regular old pews, but like nice, good linkable chairs. This is one of them churches.
I like when I go to a church and I can really just like appreciate it for its comfort, you know?
Yeah.
And for what the experience is. Sometimes I go to church and they be like, if you're a first time visitor, stand up. I will not.
And I won't stand up.
I'm not standing up in here. It's tacky.
The one place I had someone invite me to Creflo Dollar's church. And that church was like a fever dream.
Is Creflo Dollar World Church? Is it World Church?
Yes, and it's like real far out. It was. I was in a movie. It was.
It wasn't good.
I was so overwhelmed. There was so much happening. People had their stomach out. It was this Asian lady. Yes, it was this Asian lady who was like speaking in tongues in like Asian.
Stomachs
it was
out like
crop. This is like 2016, like when like that Kanye like ripped clothes was in.
Oh, okay. No.
It was a lot going on.
Being in church is already stressful for me. That would have sent me into a tizzy. I don't know.
It was a lot. It was a lot happening.
Not that you can't have your stomach out to praise God, but also like, why is your stomach out in this sanctuary?
Like I'm all for like the whole shit, but like why?
Like, come on, let's tape it down, friend.
But yes, we are back.
We are back.
What's your joke of the week? My
joke of the week. Okay, so boom, and it's not really funny, but it is funny. My joke of the week is that I'm doing dry January, sans my vacation days. I am going to drink on my vacation, but I'm tacking those days on the top of February. So I do get my full month that I was supposed to get. But I've been not drinking for 2 weeks. And I always have known that there were like sobriety, like, not sobriety, but like withdrawal symptoms from alcohol. Because the last time I tried to stop drinking, I think I stopped drinking for 6 days. And I didn't know anything about withdrawal symptoms then, and one of my pupils got way bigger than the other. Like it was like a cartoon eye. And I was like, I need to go to the hospital.
Did you look like Stewie when he had that Monster Energy drink?
It literally exactly. There you go. I mean, you hit the nail on the head.
I know I have to look the picture up because it's the funniest picture of Stewie. I just have to look at it right now.
So I knew that there were withdrawal symptoms, and so I'm fine. You know, whatever. So like the first, I would say like 4 days that I stopped drinking this time, like the eye thing happened, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm comfortable with this as long as my eye doesn't pop out. So one of them was that size, and the other one looked like an areola. That's what my eyes look like. So when it happened this time, I was comfortable with it. So I'm like, okay, I knew that was going to happen. But bitch, I have had the goddamn itches so bad. I changed.
You in there like Ray Charles?
Not like Ray Charles, but like my skin is just uncomfortable now. Like I thought it was my detergent. I changed my detergent. I thought it was my actual sheets. I got new sheets. I changed the stuff that I was washing the dishes. Anything I could change, I changed it. And finally, I was itching so bad one night, and I knew that it wasn't like an allergy or anything like that. And I'm not itching in any like area that has a hole, so it's not like a sex thing. So I was itching so bad, I called the poison control people, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm poisoned. And they're like, what did you eat today? Ask me all these questions. And then they're like, did you recently stop drinking? And I'm like, a little. Yeah, I did. And they're like, well, this is very rare, but it's because you have stopped consuming alcohol. And I'm like, I know you fucking lying. I know you are fucking shitting me. I have migraines constantly. Constant migraines. And mind you, I'm aware that my relationship with alcohol is unhealthy. I don't think it's like AA style, like I got drunk and kicked a baby, or like I got drunk and like, you know, left my dog on the roof, you know, like shit like that. But it is, you know, too much. It's more than I would like to do, moving into like wanting to be married and wanting to have a kid and things like that. But these symptoms ain't no joke. And then I learned that if you like are a really, 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 really heavy drinker, I would say if I'm at like a 6, that would be like a 12. If you're a really, really heavy drinker, you could just fuck around and die if you stop drinking cold turkey. Like how if you stop taking other drugs cold turkey, you could die. Alcohol is no different. So I just don't think we take alcohol as seriously as we need to. And not that I'm going to be a sober person. I don't want anybody to think this is the start of my like sauceless adventure. It's not. But like, it's a lot of shit that I didn't know. So you bitches been out here with the itches and shakes. That's just what it is. It's not great. And it's sleeping. Oh my God. I go to sleep early. It's not that I go to sleep early. It's that the alcohol puts me to sleep. I've been up till midnight, 1 a.m. now.
That's very late for you.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Damn.
But yeah, so if you're gonna stop drinking, just know it's not all flowers and candy. And there's a thing called transfer addiction, where like you'll stop drinking
Now
and
you
your
gotta do
brain
something
will
else.
be used to a habit. So now you're smoking more weed, or now you're eating more snacks, and then some people just start doing crack. Okay, don't look at me like that.
So
Whatever, Melanie. I'm trying to tell you about my struggles.
my joke of the week is since my heightened, I guess, visibility, I get a lot of messages and they get really weird. And I've got the weirdest one recently. Did you see that on my close friends on Twitter?
Mm-mm.
Girl, this person DMs me. Hold on, let me go to it. This person DM'd me on Instagram and said, with my most latest like skip, right? And said, sis, you okay? I had to double check your other videos before I sent this message. Who is putting hands on you? That bruise on your cheek isn't covered by your makeup.
Oh, brother, these guys stink.
I have eczema. It's a dry spot on my face. I've talked to my dermatologist. I have a cream for it. We're fine. I'm already kind of insecure about it. It's a thing, but fine. I'm not ugly or nothing. Just like, bitch, your skin just be skin and I have asthma, eczema, whatever. However, if I was getting hands put on me, why would your message be appropriate?
And you think I'm finna talk about it with
You?
Certain things I try to give people grace where it's like,
That's-
you did it in good faith, but are you smoking crack?
Like, what kind of shit is that to say to somebody?
Am I getting punched?
Because if I was, what are you, internet stranger, going to
next?
do?
What's next if I'm getting punched?
And
in
this
the
not
face?
even like a bruisable area like that. It's not like it'll bruise his body. Like this not, but even still. And if you look at my videos, it's in every video because it's on my fucking face. But why would you?
And then trying to operate from a place of kindness, which I try to do. I gotta tell you, I ran into somebody from high school. It was hilarious. They told me how terrible I was. It was phenomenal. Chef's kiss.
Awesome.
But anyway, trying to operate from a place of kindness with that's just something I have to ignore. I can't say anything to you about that because I don't.
They followed up. That's why I replied. They said something else like, I don't know if I overstepped or whatever. I was like, this is not a bruise. It is eczema. But. And that's why I hate that Instagram puts all my messages in one place now. Usually I can't, like it just has all now.
Why
instead
is it
of,
doing that?
even when I try to default it to primary.
Can you like press it and hold it and move it?
I don't,
That should be something that you should be able to move.
it's not letting me do it. So like my
I
request,
don't answer my IG DMs. for
I
real.
usually don't, but now
Yeah.
they're showing up with all the rest of them. So I have to read all the bullshit because it's popping up.
I
Usually you
don't
have to
know,
go to
man.
the trenches to go find those terrible messages. But it's like, why would you send me something like that?
Why would you send me something? And that it didn't, even though you might have been well intended, it didn't come from a place of, you couldn't have cared. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like you maybe wanted to know. But like.
But if I was, oh girl, yeah, that nigga be child and stinks for. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Like.
But that's like, people feel comfortable with you, or people feel comfortable saying things when you choose to put yourself online, when you choose to put pieces of yourself online, which is like, with like ever being famous, I would have to be a recluse. Like, I just cannot talk to people.
I understand why Beyonce does not fucking talk to us.
I completely understand that, because like you brought up before we started recording, then people, when I shared a very intimate piece of myself, talking about being no contact with my dad, and the fact that he's still like reaching out to me and talking about block him, literally suck my ass. And that's really all I can.
Literally suck my ass.
And that's all I can really say about that. You don't know me. You don't know any of the details.
And why do you, like, when people suggest things, you think that wasn't the first thing that came to
my
mind?
goddamn mind.
You think I didn't think
I
to block
got
this
a whole
nigga?
family who's still family with this nigga.
So you don't think he can't go through them people to get to me if he fucking wanted to,
And
or
not
that he
even
don't know where I
that.
live?
I don't want to hear from everybody else why you block your dad. So I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't.
Sometimes it's
and
just
maybe
easier
I
to-
want to know if my dad is reaching out to me, even if I'm not gonna. Fuck you guys. I don't owe you any of that. So it
gets to like the territory of victim blaming as well, and it's just like y'all don't know why. Even she told her to be grateful. No, if it's fuck your daddy, then fuck that nigga. I don't care if you got a daddy and I don't. Girl, fuck him. If it's fuck him,
Right.
That wasn't what that was. It was just to lighten the mood. But it was like, I'm not telling you to be grateful, girl. That's your only day.
I know.
No, you know what I mean.
know.
But it's like also context was you got a minute and a half.
But see, also like I'm trying to more step into like truly not giving a fuck what people think and not just saying it, because I realized for a big part of my life I do have this whole like I don't give a shit what people say or do persona.
But we all do.
But I really fucking do. But like I have been like zooming out when people talk to me and tell me things or like say stuff about my life and really just. That's so Raven, like, vision being like, I don't have to fucking entertain this at all. You don't. And I don't even have to have feelings about it. I just don't have to do it. Yeah. And that's just where I'm at. So, I'm sorry that lady said you got punched in the face. Because,
like, damn, I'm like, so the concealer is not working, is what you're saying. So now I got to put another layer on. But also... Like,
but no, people...
You think I'm getting beat? Like, why would you say that?
People are so mean on the internet. I'll never forget the first time I had something on the internet that I could see that people were commenting on was when I did that interview with Ronnie for Comedy Hype. And that man, I will never... This is my villain origin story. Got on there and told me I had big... lopsided grandma titties. I will never let it go. I will, and if I ever figure out who that is, I'm gonna stomp you in the fucking street. How dare you? I would never, unless somebody assaulted, like started with me, because you know I'm nasty on the internet. I can be mean. Yeah. But I would never just outright say that to somebody. How you know I'm not insecure, which I am, about having big lopsided and then for people who don't know, my nipples are 2 different sizes. So I thought this person knew something about me. That was
like, oh my God, that's Gerard.
That was not a secret anymore because I'm saying it here. But I'm like, do you know me intimately? Did we rub stomachs? How do you know this about me?
And then it's like when you have these insecurities too on the internet, you're presenting yourself, and that's one thing is like, dang, I hope nobody notices the mark on my face. So now it's like not only did they notice the mark on my face, because someone else was like, oh, I love your birthmark. So y'all see it 1, 2. It's not a birthmark.
Like I'm getting super socked. Now I gotta think about that.
I'll take a birthmark. It's like a birthmark or that nigga fucking you up. Right. Like it's just, and you have them little things like maybe no one notices. Like like maybe do this angle, and you try to push through your insecurities, and then you realize that people can see that shit. It'll fuck you up.
Yeah, and it's hard to pretend like you don't care.
Or even with Uglygate from a couple weeks ago, like. I know I'm fucking beautiful, but it's
that
like
big back
the 2-3 niggas that was like, yeah, she is kind of mid. Excuse me?
I don't care if I am mid because still getting 8, so it don't make me no difference otherwise.
Sucked like an ox tail
like
with extra juice on that motherfucker.
Fucking blow pop, bitch. I don't give a goddamn whether I'm mid or not. But
I'm fucking hot though, so I'm fucking hot.
And then see the thing about when people comment on my looks, I literally just let it roll off my fucking back because I am so mentally unwell. You could have started there. And I say that every time. I am not wrapped up tight. And it's obvious. You could have started with my plethora of mental health issues and you chose ugly? Okay.
Like something that would hit like, if someone says something like, that's where your feet flat, I'd be like, why you got to say that? You ain't. I did a video yesterday. I was trying to do a cute selfie video in the mirror to show like my full outfit with my socks. I was like, oh, like it's Father's Day, but I only got these little socks on. Oh, that's my other. Okay, I have 2 jokes a week, and I was trying to fake an arch in my foot in the shot because I'm like they gonna see I'm flat footed, so I kind of like stand like this. Trying to hide the arch, and I almost fell, so I just did it in the regular mirror.
I posted something in some leggings, like an outfit similar to this, and I put it was on my IG for a full 6 minutes. I put like a little video on there, it was like a bathroom mirror thing, and this person who I know, and fuck you if you're listening, was like, damn, your pussy really little compared to the rest of your body. The way I took that shit down.
But what the thing is, my coochie little too, girl. I was sad.
I can't have a big pussy and a big ass now. Then you can't
it's
find
too
nothing.
much. And now that is
you
true.
Won't even. You gonna have to.
I got a rich round hard enough to get to my butt.
A seam ripper to get up in that thing. If I had a fat one,
I be looking at the porn girls. I'm like, damn, that's what a fat coochie look like. Mine really not fat.
Mine not fat either.
And he asked like,
I'm straight.
Hey babe, is my coochie fat? He was like, nah. And I was like,
I'm cool. I'm really cool on the fat cat though. I got enough problems.
But like because I sweat enough right here, so if the coochie was also fat, that's even more like friction.
I don't need
that's more powder.
I got a little pinch of pussy and it do what it needs to do.
It really
I'm
just
fine with it.
She show up. I'll call her fat mom because I gotta respect her. But
I call
really
her little Tunchi because because ain't a meat on this bone.
My second joke of the week is that I have no hoes. Yesterday was Founders Day, which is usually like a playground for old niggas to slide their way back in. And
happy Founders Day to all of y'all that got sororitized. I just want to say that.
Thank you.
Okay.
The sororitization of the black woman.
All of it just passed. Everybody's done, right? All the girls?
Everybody's done.
Happy
today's the
sororitization
Zetas.
Day to all y'all. The Zetas?
Mm-hmm. Zetas is today. It was
I don't know Zetas.
You know no. You know at least one Zeta.
I do. You're right. Mm-hmm.
You know at least one or two.
I know a Zeta. I know 2 Zetas. You're right.
I knew quite a few. It was so funny in undergrad. We used to just be hell in undergrad, but it was so funny because we was beefing with the Zetas, of course. Because the Deltas weren't there, so we was either beefing with each other, the Alphas, or the Zetas. We were just figuring it out.
Y'all just needed
somebody go get this madness and aggression. Yeah. But we had a party, but all Founders Day was on a Wednesday. And, Zetas is the day right after us. But the party for us was on Thursday. So, like, the party was on their Founders Day. And they came to our party.
Tacky. Why would y'all do that?
And it was funny. I mean, the third, you know how, like, in college it was like, okay, Wednesdays we go here, Thursdays we go here.
Okay. That makes sense
But
to
it's
me.
funny.
Never mind, I take it back. That wasn't
They paid to go to a party on their Founders Day, and it was just funny to me.
And, the ins and outs of all of that, I'll just never be able to wrap my head
Girl,
around.
it's so deep. It never ends. But so yeah, none of my old niggas like that I wanted to like hit me up, and I've been waiting for like one of my old hoes. I'm not gonna be the one. I gotta go find new niggas. But let me tell you something. I went to the club. I went to where the niggas be because last time I was there, we went. Remember we went with my best friend Miles. We went to the like little spot and all the niggas was there.
Yeah.
We went there, wanting a nigga inside. I was like, where I am cute. Where are the niggas?
I'm telling you, you got to go to the bars and the clubs to have fun. You got to go to the Home Depot really, really early in the fucking morning. You got to go to the park when the runners are out there, the men who run. You got to go there. You got to go to the bars that are inside of the tech buildings and the law buildings.
I'm not gonna be one of them TikTok. This how you get a man, bitches.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Up.
You said you wanted hoes. I'm telling you where the hoes is at.
I'm not waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to Home Depot.
Okay, well, fuck you
I'm just
then.
not going up. I'm not fucking going up there.
I don't give a damn what you do. I'm telling you where the hoes are at. Am I ever without hoes?
No.
Okay, then. I'm trying to get you again.
It's been almost 6 months. I ain't got not one new nigga.
You better go sit your ass down at that Google bar.
Where the Google bar at?
The Google bar is in the Google building.
In the one by Atlanta Station?
Mm-hmm. You better go sit down at the Google bar, girl. But some of them girls in there be hooking, so make sure you separate yourself so you know.
Well, now that ain't gonna be like, how much?
He be like, ooh, no,
I'm just thirsty. I'm not like,
I just want a little dick. See, that's where the hoes be at. But niggas get on my nerves so bad. As soon as I get one, I'm
but that's
like,
the other thing. It's such a process now to even get to the coochie part. Now, okay, you cool? Are you cute? Boom, job, bet. Okay, we're doing great. You saw the girl with the questionnaire. Yeah. First of all, I said I was gonna do that years ago, just never did it. Mm-hmm. But like, people said it's extra, but those are important questions. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about Tori and Meg? Mm-hmm.
But see, most of that stuff
what's your mom and daddy situation?
You can search on their social media. Like it was a dude real fine in my DMs, real fine, like finer than I've had like in a minute. And I was like, let me just go see. All you gotta do is search sex, Tori, Meg, women, bitches,
females,
hoes, females, rape,
R. Kelly.
You
Cosby,
can throw Trey Songz in there,
Chris Brown,
you throw all that shit, and then you figure out what you need to know because what you're not finna do is come over here and ruin my life being weird. Because what I've learned about niggas is they will find out Kevin Samuels. They will find out exactly what type of bitch you are, whether you a shea butter bitch, whether you a soft life girl, you a designer girl, whatever the fuck, and they will model themselves to be acceptable to that type of woman. Mm-hmm. And mind you, they are fucking nutball, and they have no interest in any of the shit. You know how many niggas have either successfully or tried to fuck me using feminism and like Black history?
Shit you like?
Shit I like.
Niggas come up to me like Marvel. Am I right?
We talking. They like, have you read All About Love by Bell Hooks? Yes. It was so Gucci. Yeah. Now look at me, stupid. This nigga's a lunatic. No.
And they like really get in the lab, like, who does this bitch want?
Because they searching your Twitter too. They searching your stuff.
Then they search daddy. My dad.
Let me tell you something. I love when a nigga come to my life. They be like, so you really hate men?
Yeah, what's up? Yes. I do this.
So you hate me?
Yes. Prove me
Yes,
wrong.
very much so.
Prove me wrong.
So you gonna fuck me, but you hate me. There it is.
Y'all do it every day. Y'all do this shit every day.
You got it. You got it right there. You got it. Yeah, you got
And
it.
the thing, like, what they don't understand is nuance of things. Like, yeah, I hate men, duh. I only gotta like one. I just gotta like one good, strong nigga. Maybe two or three.
I just gotta hate you less than the other ones. Yeah. Just gotta hate you less.
You gotta do that thing I like.
Ayo.
And once you do that thing I like, then we can do that thing I love. But
we ain't net touched this topic, not one bit. Not
okay,
at all.
let's.
I missed you, girl.
I did. I missed you too, friend. Okay, we do have emails still, y'all. Please email us and tell us your business.
And tweet.
And tweet. Email us your questions.
We
and
know we ain't
business.
treated y'all right.
So what?
Oh.
We're doing better.
We were going different
We
directions.
trying, ain't we?
That's not what
I want to see my son. Y'all saw that tweet where it was like black, like not black men, but like niggas would come and try to be a father at 11 o'clock at night on school night.
Because it's a bitch at the house. Let me see my son.
I want to see my son. He's asleep.
Oh my God.
But we're gonna get into the topic of friendship.
Friendship, yes, and
Friends.
we've done friendship episodes before, but it's good. I think it's good to keep revisiting the topic because I think the way that people feel about the topic changes. Oh, shout out to my friend Brittany. She brought this up because we were going for a walk in the park where we were talking about something like what we're expecting from friendships, like as we age and how our views on it has changed. She's like, y'all got y'all talk about that on the podcast. I'm like, that's not her voice, but we're gonna keep it because I committed to it.
But you know what? I was with my friend Brittany
Oh,
last weekend, and we've been friends. Yeah, and we were just talking about like the evolution of our friendship. We've been friends since 9th grade. She was like one of my first friends when I moved here, like best friends in 9th grade. And like I moved schools. It was like a whole thing. Then she moved. It was just like we have known each other in so many different seasons of our lives, and just talking about how our friendships have changed and what it is now, and what just talking about everything and who ain't shit from high school. But that was a good time. I loved that kind of high school mess.
I love mess.
I love mess.
I love
but
gossip
just
and mess.
but it was just really just like eye opening and just seeing how much we've changed, who we were when we met, and just all the things. So it's just like. Yeah, like we late 20s, early 30s, and it's just things are changing. We are all changing. It's just such a interesting.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I think the way that I view friendships has changed because it's not just about like how the person affects me anymore. Like I have a very solid view of what I want out of life, and so like now keeping people around me, even if like, cause I don't want no person that's like so super evolved and super adult to where we can't like have fun or can't like do things, but like would I have you around my kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, or would I want you to be around like my mom? You know what I'm saying? Or like my family? Like, would I want you to hang around and things like that? And I think that being in that space kind of makes me be more intentional about how I'm making friends and what I'm accepting as a friend versus what I'm accepting as an associate. I saw this interview with Jane Fonda and the other lady from Grace and Frankie or Frankie and Grace, whatever the show
And
is.
the lady from West Side Story.
And the other two.
I didn't watch
older
it, but
ladies.
because she racist, I didn't
But
watch
they
it.
spoke about being intentional about making friends. And like when you meet somebody and there's like an energy, you have to make a conscious effort to say like, I want to literally get to know you and then be your friend. You know what I'm saying? And have you in my life. And it's not like when we were younger, it's like, oh, we make friends because you live down the hall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we're friends because you're in a lot of my classes. Or even because you my sorority sister. You know what I'm saying? Or we were in this club together or whatever the fuck. I have to be intentional about making friends and also like revisiting if this person is behaving like a friend. And if I'm behaving like a friend to this person.
Baby. Yes. Because so many times I've kept up with friendships for the optics of it. Or child, we've been friends since XYZ. Let's go on. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And it was so freeing to realize when you gotta realize when you don't like somebody. Like that's a word in it of stuff. And we get grown and we hold on to the past. And my favorite quote from Love Jones is all we have is all these years. When Neil was talking to Darnell from Girlfriends Marvin in the movie. But yeah, so it was just like you have to really sit and like, okay, why is this person in my life? What value do they add to it? I got bills, the world's on fire, my mama, I haven't raised my mama, all this stuff. I don't need to keep on having to do all of this heavy lifting in a friendship. Does this person need to be around? Do I get along with them? Is it someone that makes me feel good? Like, gone are the days.
Is this person healing?
And is this person healing? Has this person changed at all in a good way?
Because I don't even need a friend. I try not to look at human beings for what they produce for me.
Yeah.
So I don't even I like that on my friends. Like, you contribute positively to my life. My other friends contribute positively to my life. But when y'all are not contributing positively to my life, I'm fine with that. I don't need you to always be contributing to me or producing for me. I need you to not be taking away. I need you to not be fucking sucking the soul out of me, and not in the fun way. I need you to not be like taking life from me or taking joy from me or making things way harder than they have to be.
Yeah.
Now, if I do something that could contribute to you treating me that way, that's something to work out, because we're human beings and we do wrong. But if I'm drinking my water, minding my business, being the best person I can be, and it's always a fucking problem with you, or it's always something that I have to address, it's always something we gotta have a fucking powwow or a lemon squeeze about, I just don't want it.
I'm not doing that.
This shit.
I'm not doing that shit,
not.
bro. Like, this is a word. Because it's like, if I got to keep on telling you, hey, I don't like this, I don't like that, hey, this is inappropriate, hey, I don't want, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
And I tweeted this the other day, and I was talking about these niggas, but it also relates to my friendships. I quite literally never shut the fuck up about how I want to be treated. I never stop talking about it. It is the thing I probably talk about the most. So if I'm telling you that I want to be treated a certain way and it's in your means to do so and it's not going to harm you, you actively not doing it is you telling me to get fucked. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
and I don't want you to be around. I don't want to be around that. If I'm saying like something that happened to me in a past friendship, I'm not upset about that specific instance. But like if I say like, I don't like when you bring up my weight in front of niggas. It's weird that like we get around niggas and you bring up how much I weigh or that I'm trying to lose weight or anything about it. I don't like that.
In front of the hoes.
You bring it out, you scaring the hoes, and then you keep doing it. That means that something about that is working for you and you don't care how it's impacting me.
And you enjoy it. And you like watching me squirm.
And I don't want to do that shit anymore.
Man, it's even small shit, because in undergrad, I was literally just talking about this. In undergrad, I could not drive. I did not know how to do it. It's not like if I could drive, my mom would have bought me a car, but I just didn't know how to do it. I was scared of driving. It was the whole thing, right? Passenger princess.
Don't do well in the car.
I'm not a driving ass bitch. That's just not my tangible.
And not like trying to talk shit, but I just make that connection.
I'm just
everybody
know that I'm not good driving. We gonna get there eventually. I'm gonna drive a little slow, whatever. But everybody had to pick me up for shit. So when you come pick me up, just text me when you get outside. Don't blow your horn, because I felt like it was like,
come on, you non-driving ass bitch.
Right. Come on, you broke bitch who don't got no car. Come downstairs. I didn't like it. So, hey, don't blow the horn. Just let me know when you outside. It's like,
that's ignorant shit.
That's intentional.
Tell me who did that. Like, do I know this person?
No, you don't know this person.
Okay.
Well, like, by the time we was friends, we weren't friends no more. So it was just like, it'd be shit like that. Or another example, the same person is just like,
what's her fucking problem?
Right. It's just like, you look back on shit like this and it's like not even holding on shit, but you just notice the pattern. It's just like, yeah, no, I can't. So like, it'll be, if I talk to a nigga and we call this nigga Big Jeans, and we out, and we with the nigga named Daquan, but you like, oh, Big Jeans, you a fool. And I'm like, bro, don't call this nigga Big Jeans in front of this nigga, like, bro.
I had a friend.
And then you say it again. It's just like, you're doing this on purpose.
I had a friend who, if like, cause like I'm good for like, and I think most pretty girls are, I'm good for like inviting a dude I'm fucking with out, because chances are he's either gonna bring friends that are gonna pay for things, or he's gonna pay for things because he fucks with me. And she would always be like, oh, is this so and so from where you went last week? Bitch, I can't.
I ain't got no win. Shut the fuck, shut. Did I say, no? Oh shit, say it again, say something else. Oh, say something else.
This nigga like, who is so and so from last week? I'm gonna kill myself.
Or when you be on FaceTime like, that's Diabion. You don't know this is Chris. You know this is Chris.
But if I beat your ass about it, then I'm crazy. Now I'm overreacting.
You know who this is. You know it's not.
Because you knew not to say that. Oh, this is who you went. And then it'll be some dumb shit that they say. Oh yeah, this is who you was at the strip club with last week. I will call your mother and let her know I'm about to hit you with my fucking car. Because why would you say some shit like that? Why would you do that?
And it's just like them little microaggressions in friendships. And it's like you brush them off. But when you start tallying shit up, it's like
so mean. I have to tell you. So I, you were around when I fell out with like my whole friend group, right?
Yeah.
And I really have not seen in public any of them since. Like I've not seen any of them in real life since. Mostly because directly after that, I went to Michigan to work. And then when I came back, I really haven't been out like that. But I went to another one of my friends' performances. She's a singer, and she knows her through singing, like through vocal music and like doing stuff together. So I saw her twice in the span of like 10 or 12 days. And just such a peace washed over me that I made the right decision, because I sat back and thought about it, and it was lovely to see her face. Like, I'm not a person that's going to, like, even if we fell out on terrible terms, I'm never going to lie and say I didn't have fun with you. I'm never going to...
We would have a time.
We had a time. I'm never going to lie and say you weren't there for me. I'm never going to... All the good things about you are still true.
Yes, you were there, you did this, you did that.
Cunt. So now I can't be around you. So when I saw her, and immediately my first feeling was, I missed... And I didn't say anything to her. I paid her dust. Ooh, and you know I'm not good at paying dust. I pretended like she did not exist. And it made me feel it was a new experience, because, you know, I'm like, and you're gonna tell her. Like, I love to start a fucking conflict. But I said nothing at all both times that I saw her. But when I saw her face, my immediate thing was, I miss you. All the good things came back immediately. And I wanted to cry. And then when I looked at her more, my face started getting hot, my ears started getting hot, and I started thinking of all the little nasty, terrible things that made me not want to be like a part of it and around, and the Lord just ended up taking it from me. But being there, it's like we tend to overhype the good in bitches, and then we tend to stuff down all that evil shit.
There's so much bad stuff. It's like, oh, but that one time, and she...
Yeah, it's like, just because we have fun in New Orleans once doesn't mean
That's
you weren't...
such a specific
I'm just saying,
framework.
it doesn't mean you weren't mean to me.
Yeah, like, we was lit in Miami, but then that one time, it's like...
Yeah, it's like, no. So I think that, like, as I'm aging, I'm making things equal. I'm not making the good times better than the bad times. Because and in my mind, I'm like, you almost got me. Like, I was saying...
That's how they get it.
Yeah. I was saying funny stuff and she was laughing, which I'm sure she wasn't doing to, like, for me. I'm just a funny bitch and she couldn't help it. But, like, I was saying stuff and she was laughing, and I'm just like, in my mind, I know better than this. But in my heart, I'm like, we really used to kick it almost every single day. You know what I'm saying? You was at my house. I know your people.
Friends. Like, it's sad when you look back, you're like, damn, we was really, like, friends. Mm-hmm. But it's just... Laurel loves Jimmy. Laurel and Jimmy. Got a show to do, baby.
Got a show to do. But I don't
Move
know.
your seat in. You making me nervous, baby.
Why?
I don't know, like you about to get
I
up.
don't want to be stuffed all up under the... You strict around this bitch. I didn't want to be...
Just making my... Like you about to
You
get up
think
and
I'm just
run.
gonna bolt in the middle of the podcast?
Just parkour.
So are you open to making new friends? Or
Yes.
is it no new friends?
Oh, no, I'm very open to making new friends because I feel like I have friends, obviously. Like, I felt like so much love this weekend in my Huntsville show. Like, I had a friend plan a whole weekend. We went to Uncle
They didn't give me
Nearest.
my money back. I need to call them. Sorry. People from the venue didn't give me my money back. I need to call back.
Oh, yes, do that. But yeah, she planned like an Uncle Nearest. We had a party bus. You drove to Uncle Nearest like an hour and a half away. You would love it. Uncle Nearest is like really fun. It was really nice. And like they all came to my show. I felt so much love. Like a whole table of people were there for me. People like literally, like at least like 7 or 8 people traveled specifically to see me. And I just, God is good. So I have friends, but I'm always open to new friends because like, you know, everybody can't go. So you look around, you ain't got no more goddamn friends. And then it's just like, because you a new friend, honestly.
Yeah,
We've only been friends for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like you're a new friend. And it's like when I get my new friends, we locked in. Like, you a new friend. Like I had my friend Alexis. All my old friends were pissed about Alexis. I don't know what it is. We were just doing young, fun, hot girl shit. And people just like really upset about it. Like my old friends, like, oh, your new friend, Alexis.
That's what my friends did to me when you and Lauren came around.
That's so crazy.
It was bananas. And I was like, I didn't even know y'all fucked with me like that to care whether
Why
I
do people
made
care that much when you get a new friend?
Because I think people worry about, it's kind of like parents where they're like, what happens in his house stays in his house. When you get new connections, the people who are mistreating you or mishandling you, they know that, like,
if you say it out loud,
or that people are going to find it not normal. Like, I don't want to talk about, like, my dad and stuff. Everybody knows I was abused. Fine. But, like, I would say stuff to people that I thought was normal because it was normal in my household. And they'd be like, no, baby. That's not right. That's not normal. So when you make new friends and the friends that you have been mistreating you, they know you're going to go to these new friends and be like, yeah, my friend so-and-so said A, B, C, D, E. And they're going to be like, girl, what the fuck? Like, that's not how you're supposed to be treated. So that's probably why. Because my old friends knew that I was talking to y'all about how they were treating me.
And I think I said that before y'all fell out. I was like, them bitches don't like you.
No,
like,
they didn't.
Them hoes is weird.
Y'all, I started hearing them bitches don't like you, them bitches don't like you, them bitches don't like you. So it was happening in spurts before, but around that time, it was happening all at the same time. time to where I couldn't escape it. And I would hear your voice, my mom's, Rodney's, everybody, and it would just, I would be out with them or hanging, I'd be out with them, hanging out with them, and it would just be gnawing at me. And not in a way that y'all said something you shouldn't have, because it was true, but I'm like, damn, now I have to see it. Now I can't escape it. And so they would say and do little shit, and I'm like, you bitches don't like me. Yeah, don't. And I'm just sitting here looking like boo-boo the goddamn fool.
It's a tough pill to swallow because you would genuinely like people. And them hoes would just like keep you around for like, because you got access to niggas or you got access to this and third and don't fucking like you. And I realize a lot of people don't fucking like me, which is fair. But leave me alone.
And sometimes I think people our age, this like millennial situation we got going on here where especially I think after 25 it gets really real.
Man.
Because up until like I would say like 23, 24, you just about have the same experiences. 24 and 25 is where you start branching off. So you really either gonna put up and shut up in this world, and you really gonna put up and shut up in your career. Yeah. You really need, you either gonna jump off the porch or you're not. And that's with looks, that's with personality, that's with your career, all of these things, being a bad bitch, whatever you want to call it. And then some people jump and some people don't. And there's a spirit of coveting, especially here in Atlanta, amongst this young black professional age group. People be coveting other people's lives. Like, somebody told me that somebody else was, like, jealous of me maybe, like, a week ago. And I'm like, bruh, like, I just cried into a box of cereal, like, a couple days ago, and I'm really concerned about my edges. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having family. Like, you don't even know to be jealous or to covet. And I like you, but now I'm like, okay, this is why this person is nasty to me, because they are coveting.
It can be anything. Again, your mama was not wrong when she was like, oh, them girls are jealous of you. Like, growing up, it's like, girl, mom, they're not jealous. But when you have these conversations with people, or you even like people will say things, and it's like, why would you say that?
But
that's jealousy.
I think I've said that now. I'm in a better place now, but I never thought enough of myself to think that anybody was jealous of me. But now I clock that shit quick. I clock it immediately.
It'll be a small little comment, and you're like,
you're like, that's that shit. That's that shit we've been talking about. I'm open to making new friends, but I'm open arms. I'm like, love everybody. But now I'm a little bit more judicious with who I call a friend, and I'm definitely a little more judicious with like being very close friends. Like, I want close friends, and I always want new close friends, but I just don't jump off the deep end with it anymore. I'm very like, I need, like, my friend, and no shade to this person at all. She's done nothing wrong. But like I met a friend's friend, and she was so lovely that immediately I'm like, I want to go out. I want to go to brunch. I want you to come to my house. I want to have a picnic. We look about the same size, so let's try on each other's clothes. And I immediately had to pump the brakes and be like, you don't know this girl, and this is what you do all the time. Again, she's done nothing wrong. She gave me no pause as a person. I just needed to take a fucking minute and be like, assess this situation. Do you have even room to be a good friend to a new person right now? Do you have that?
That's fair too.
Is this a person do you want to let anybody in your life?
And you got to know what kind of friend you are too. Like, I reconnected with a friend the other day, and we have a full conversation once a year. But when I tell you we locked in, ain't no switch up. I know, because she the kind of friend that be on her own thing. She'll have a baby, get married. Hey girl, I just got married. Okay, sis, congrats, love you. Like, that's just the kind of bitch she is, and I'm not gonna hold that against her because that's who she is. But if somebody try me, what's up, and that's all that matters.
I have friends that I know I'm only gonna see about 5 or 6 more times until we die, and I'm fine with it.
And I love them down.
I love them down, and never will stop. But me and you. Not you, but me and some people, I'll probably be 45 the next time I see you, baby, and it's love like it never stopped.
And that's what it's gonna be.
And that's just what it's gonna be. What are your friendship green flags? What's some shit like about your friends or that you see in a person and you're like, that is a friendship green flag? Give me like 2.
When people hate the same things I hate, I love that. Like men, people in general, like they say something like, man, fuck R. Kelly, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
What are you doing later?
Ooga ooga.
Green flags. Me and you have a lot of friendship green flags. Like, if I say soiled it, and then you say soiled it, and it's like, if you know my fucking SpongeBob or just movie references or whatever, we're gonna be fucking friends
forever. Yeah,
we're locked in. Like, even with that boy, that's my fucking friend, bro. It's my friend. Like, we are pals.
We'll talk. But yep. Yep, it just is.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know what you want to do about that. He can finish my sentences. I can say them obscure, not to even get too deep in that bag by that boy, but just like I can say any kind of quote and he'll
be
come
right there with it.
And it's like, yeah. What's yours?
I think one of my friendship green flags is that I know that all friends are not similar, and I don't expect people to have my same temperament, but I enjoy friends that even if they don't agree or wouldn't have gone about something the same way, they don't make me feel stupid or crazy for how I reacted to something. That's really important to me because most of my friends go about things in different ways than I would. But I'm never going to be like, that was wrong or you shouldn't have, unless you like kicked a puppy or like diddled a kid. Like I'm really not about to like say that you're wrong. And I also like the fact that like all my friends are okay with how extreme I am. And nobody's like, I can't. You know, it's like, no, she gets angry, she throws eggs at trees. That's fair. I get how one could get there. Or like when I was out with you and I had to choke that man out.
Now that was a night, but the green flag in our friendship is the next day I was mad, you was mad. Say, hey, or maybe it was a day. We let it cool off for a day.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch.
And we're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about that shit, and it's like that has taught me because we done bumped heads a few times. We are very different. I'm not even a confrontational person, but now I know to take things on by the head and we just fucking talk about it and move on, and that's what we can do. Because that night was a night from hell. It was the worst night ever.
It was so fun. It was so bad.
It was like this immediately. So it's just like, but we talked about that shit. Like, let me tell you how you had me fucked up. And then he was like, dang, I didn't even know you had that POV. I was like, yeah, I was fucked up because it was terrible from my POV. So, but we can talk about shit. Some bitches, and it's like also because even that night it's like, okay, well you did X, Y, Z, and I hate when I'm telling somebody my grievance and it's like, nuh-uh, that's not what happened. No, it's just like I'm telling you
because I think the worst thing that you can do to a person, unless you know them to be a flat out liar, the worst thing that you can do to a person is immediately invalidate an experience. I think that that's so nasty. I think
or center yourself
or center yourself.
Yeah,
which centering yourself is a thing that I think every person needs to work on. So it's people are still gonna do it. Yeah. But if anytime somebody tells you something, oh no, that's not the way it happened. Like I've been watching a lot of Housewives lately, like Real Housewives of Potomac, and that's all they do to each other is gaslight one another, and I don't like that. Another green flag in my friendships though is bitches who like to do shit. I don't want to like go to the club all the time. I don't want to do that. And I'm not one of those people that's snobby and like, oh, I'm above the club, da-da-da-da. I need bitches that are like, hey, bitch, I found a rage room. Or, you know, do you want to go to this underwater basket weaving festival in the park? Like, just dumb
I would love
shit.
to go to a rage room, by the way.
Bet. I actually think I want to do that for my next birthday. Like, for part of the weekend. But hopefully I don't have any rage by then. But I like bitches that like to do shit. I like bitches that like to get up and go places. I want to travel. I want to eat all the good food. I don't want to go nowhere with you and all you ordering is chicken tenders. I like an adventurous bitch. Yeah. That's what I need. What are your red flags? I think we talked about these a little bit, but do you have any like really like red flags?
The pick-me's. The pick-me's. You will not bring your ghetto here. You will not bring your ghetto here. Let me tell you something. That Kelsey shit, again, I keep on talking about it because that shit just rocks me to my core.
It's very real.
It's very real because so many, and I just read tweets from bitches. Like, you can tell when people are on Twitter and when people are not because, like, you know what not to say out loud. To see how male-centered so many of us are, or even when I post about, like, I did this whole fuck Tory rant, and, you know, I had, like, a lot of us have just unprocessed daddy issues because we're black women, and it's real. We got to decenter these niggas.
I think my daddy issues happened in such a way that I don't believe... Like, men have to prove good to me. My daddy issues happened in a way that, like, there's no world where I'm really centering. I went through that whole thing in college where it was, like, I was the girl that would, like, start trying to clean up the kitchen, like... Yeah, but I would cook. It would be because I had cooked. But even still, like, why are you cooking? Why are you in these niggas' houses cooking? You know what I'm saying?
I just can't stand a mess.
I can't stand a mess. I did do that. But, like, other than that shit that happened, there's no world where I'm really centering men. And what I love about meeting pick-me's, because I can already make the decision that we're not going to be friends, this nigga would not do none of this shit
not
for
a
you
goddamn
that you are talking
thing.
about. Not a goddamn thing. Like, when that whole conversation about the nigga coming on the girls' trip happened.
You're not going
on the boys' trip, bro. You're not.
They getting 3 buy 3 get 1 free young sex workers over there. You not
You think
fucking
you showing
coming.
up?
You're not coming to
And
fucking Dominican Republic with them.
down about the right to have your nigga.
Oh, but my nigga want to come to Puerto Rico. He go to Puerto Rico. He don't want to be the all inclusive with you and your dumb ass friends.
I'ma sit on his nose.
And the person was like, if you bring your boys, you bring your girls, like, can we fuck him? Can we? Because he be looking at my ass.
Show these niggas you ain't scared of here. What does nigga here for
Baby, shut up.
Show these niggas. I'm gonna park my asshole right on the tip of his nose if you bring him on the goddamn girl strip. Swear to God, and be biased about it. Cause why is he here? And he didn't pay for it. And he didn't pay for this.
And if you gonna bring your nigga, he better pay for some shit.
He better, because it'll be different. Like
shit.
Certain situations are okay to like have your nigga around and have your nigga pop up. Please always have your nigga pop up at dinner or at the spot
to pay for shit.
That's fine, but you just cannot.
He just sitting there.
He just sitting there. You cannot drag yourself out.
We having fun. He like, sit your ass down.
Here he come ruining shit.
We are having fun.
And I can't talk about how I want to talk now. This nigga might know my nigga. I can't talk about hoes. I
hate when somebody brings somebody around. Now you can't talk how you want to.
I can't talk. Send this nigga home, bruh. Send him home. Get him out of here.
I hate that nigga already.
And
I don't even know this
also,
nigga.
like, bitches think they nigga. Like, we don't see him how you see him. You like him. You fuck him. You think he's fine. You think he's funny. You think he's all these wonderful things. I think he stinks a little bit. I think he's musty. And you bring him here?
Mustying up the section.
Mustying up the goddamn Airbnb. We're gonna have to pay a cleaning fee because he done sat on
them
this
stank
couch.
ass Timbs.
Fuck, he got 1.5 pairs of jeans, and he got
and one of them jeans one with the bridges on them. I hate them bridges.
Ooh, them ridge jeans dry the pussy right on up. Them ridge jeans,
the fucking knee pads on them.
Pussy just be growing back into one piece.
Barbie doll.
It's just sewn together. I got a Ken doll section down there now. I hate that shit.
Him and his two fucking jeans come and ruin the fucking trip.
Coming to ruin the goddamn trip to Gatlinburg because you don't know how to act.
His one carry-on.
What it is, and I've learned this too, and I learned that from being with my old friends too, you don't want to leave this nigga by himself because you think he's going to fuck other bitches. You cannot take a trip. You cannot be gone for 3 days because you think he's going to fuck somebody else. When I say I freed myself, when I stopped caring about whether niggas was gonna fuck other bitches or not, because if it's gonna happen, I'll deal with that when it happens, but I'm not gonna think about it.
Honestly, that's where I was, and it did happen. But now, okay, moving forward, I'm gonna fuck me some bitches. You gonna fuck me some. If that's what's gonna have to come, if that's what's gonna have to come to,
perfect.
If that's what's gonna have to come to,
because I wanted to be fucking anyway. I did monogamy for you.
I was over here.
I did this for you.
But now that we know how we moving, great. Because if this nigga's fine at the club, guess what's happening?
Get fucked. I had a girl once. I had a boyfriend that I was very out and proud with on social media. Fuck Patrick. Fuck
Patrick. We hate Patrick.
I had a guy I was very out and proud with on social media, and this girl, she just off rip sent me screenshots, like he be my DMs, like of them texting, and I had to really just be like, you know what? He's a slut.
But she like bitches.
But what do you
want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
Okay, because the nigga don't want you.
Do you want an outfit? Do you want a wig?
Do you want the nigga?
What do you want?
What do you want from me?
All I date is sluts. So
and also that, like, I don't want a non-hoe nigga.
I cannot stand with the Lord low body count ass nigga. You get no bitches, none.
I honestly prefer, like, if I walk into a party and no bitch looking at me crazy,
you know,
nobody. No,
you really submit, huh?
You don't even know the DJ?
I guess.
If your nigga don't know the DJ, I don't know. You gotta at least know the DJ.
I hate when you fuck with a dude and he's that, like, he's one of those, like, I just, I had like a girlfriend in high school and that was my first love. And then you meet his friend who you could tell in his eyes is a super fucking slut and he going and you just like, God damn it, I done picked the wrong one. Fuck.
Or when a nigga act like he that nigga, you meet his friends and all his friends is like, oh, what's up?
And they telling this nigga to go pick up the conies.
I was sick. I had a nigga, man, we went to another school's homecoming. I won't specify, so we won't get too specific. He said, oh yeah, me and my homies about to come through. I'm with my bad bitch line sisters. We finna have a good time. Like, girl, he bring his friends through, blah, blah. When the fucking Fat Albert in the gang walked in the motherfucking house, like, them niggas look like the fucking, the tall one, the one with like the boopity boopity.
You're an idiot.
The nigga with the fucking Scully, Marcus Houston. I'm like, these are your fucking friends. And then my friends look at me like, these the niggas?
Child, I didn't know.
Oh.
I hate picking the wrong nigga, man. When I was with Patrick, and mind you, like, Patrick, the good was good. Patrick was tall. He was relatively handsome to me. You know what I'm saying? Fine. We went on a trip to Miami. Mind you, I was meeting these friends in Miami. We didn't go to the airport with these niggas, none of that shit. Like, we just saw them when we got there. Them niggas was so fine. And I'm just looking around, and I'm like, I don't know. And then one of the niggas was so fine, and he came there. Hey, girl. He came there with a fine ass bitch. I can't leave this nigga. I'm trying to be the third. I can't leave. I can't leave him. I'm just niggas on the left, niggas on the right. And here this big long for nothing ass nigga with these glasses is breathing over me all hard because he knew he should have told me them niggas was fine.
And niggas know when they friends fine.
They know when they friends fine.
They know. For me, it was crazy because I went out. This is like my last time in Detroit before the breakup. And it wasn't the usual crowd. Like, usually we go to Turk and Tequila's like the same people. Like, this was like...
Remember that bitch was being weird to me? Twerk and Tequila that
Yeah,
time?
the first one. Yeah, that was it. But bitches be so weird because we was like new bitches.
Yeah.
And it's like with niggas that everybody, it was just, bitches be weird. But yeah,
weird.
so we went to this one party and it was just like a bunch of like rich niggas in there. And I was like... fucking Big Sean pulled up. I'm like...
I know Janae can't fight.
I just want 11 light sister.
It's certain dudes that be so fine for a split second. I do be considering like I really would beat this bitch up. Like it's primal. It's primal. It's animal. Like sometimes I will see like a girl with a guy so hot, and I'm just like I will roundhouse your ass.
For me, as someone who cannot or does not, I don't even know what I can do at this point. I think like my ancestors, my ancestors may just hold me down. But like, I see a nigga just like, she just got to beat my ass.
Period.
She just gonna have to beat my ass. And
I told you, I've had some dick before, and it didn't even belong to me. I was in the wrong. You're gonna have to come pry it from my cold ass. I don't give a fuck. Come fight me about it, pussy. Because it's just gonna have to be that. That's just where I'm at with it.
Sorry.
Come beat my ass about it. Shit. I was in Detroit. I was at Eddie V's, and this guy at the bar was so goddamn handsome, like in a like Damson Idris kind of way, like in like a actor kind of fine, kind of so much so that I was staring at him like, are you an actor? But like not staring at him to where he could see, but like when he would turn forward to the bar, like say the bar is where them chairs are and facing that way, and my table is over here. So like I would look when he wasn't looking, and I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Because he looks like the SpongeBob eye.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And he kept glancing back at me and like giving me googly eyes and smiling. And I'm like, Mama was like, go get him. She was like, going over there. And then a girl walks out of the bathroom and sits next to him. I don't know, it was first date, third date, but it was giving new. It was giving like new vibes.
Because like if it was his bitch, she'd just be like, yeah,
he wasn't
back.
touching her or anything like that. They weren't like raucously laughing. It didn't seem like they knew a lot about each other. And he kept looking back every time she wasn't looking. And my mama was like, I don't know. I mean, I would. She's like, it doesn't seem serious. I'll go say something. I said, you're trying to get my ass beat in the Eddie V's. Trying to get me fucked up.
I was last night, honestly, at my show. Like, when you on stage on comedy, you can't really see. But I saw somebody fine in the audience. But fine niggas don't just... In Huntsville. Fine niggas don't just
he has money because he probably works for NASA.
Or the Army.
Or the Army.
But the thing is, fine niggas don't come to comedy shows by themselves. He's on a date.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I wanted to say something like, I see somebody fine, but and like it's like pockets of light, so you can't see. I couldn't see the bitch if there was one, but it's like,
if you can't fight or you white, your nigga is up for grabs, and I'm sorry. Or if you're not willing to fight me about it, okay, that's where I'm at with it. I don't count white girlfriends.
I fight for my bitches and I fight another dick too.
I don't count white girlfriends. And if you're white and you listening, I'm sorry, but I'm standing 10
I don't know how you found this.
I don't even know how you found this podcast, but I see a nigga with a white girlfriend.
But if he got a white girlfriend, then he like white bitches though.
You know, niggas will really go into like strong stances about like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just date people, and then that's concerning to say the least. But I can still fuck you and not talk to you again. You know?
It's like, cause niggas who date white women like make it their brand, and it's just like, But let's get to the end so we can like wrap this up.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just run through these last little pieces. So friends and partners. Can your friends be friends with your partner?
I prefer that.
Same. Good. We don't even really have to talk about this. Yeah. I hate when bitches like bring their dudes around and then don't want you to interact with them. Like, put your hoe up. If you funny, I'ma laugh.
Leave him at the fucking house.
If you and again, if you know you wifed a slut, be comfortable with that. If he's funny, if he's charming, if he got some interesting shit to say, I'm gonna engage. Yeah. Like I would any other person.
He's a fucking human being. I'm not gonna like, is he supposed to just stand here and just sit here?
Right, looking stupid? Or like I hate the girls that like, if it's just you hanging out with them and they do, like they don't want you to look cute. Have you ever been in that situation before? Where it's like, why you putting all that makeup on, or why you doing your hair? It's just gonna be me, you and my boyfriend.
I've never had like, I usually hate my friends niggas, so I don't get invited to things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. From coworkers, friends, my coworkers in my last job are really cool. Mm-hmm. Every job is not created equal. It could be like them hating ass older black women, but it depends on the coworker. Like, you know, you can trust them, who you cannot.
I tend to not make friends from work to the point where they're in my personal life. I did do that on this last campaign cycle, which I'm really excited about. Hey, Deja, if you're listening. But for the most part, like those connections just stay work connections. But when we're back on a campaign or we're back working together, it's up. Like, we're friends for the next 10 months that whoever the fuck is running.
Because, like, when you find that coworker you can talk shit about on the side. Not about, but with on the side. Oh, my gosh. That's amazing.
It's such a relief because you're not miserable no more. But I think remote jobs, even though I prefer remote jobs, kind of take that from you. Yeah. Because you don't really super get to know people.
You don't even know how tall people are.
Yeah, true. And you don't get to see how they act in social situations. So it's like, just because we was cool on remote work doesn't mean we're going to be able to go somewhere and hang out, you know?
Yeah. We talked about handling conflict. Favorite friend moment to wrap this bitch up.
Favorite friend moment? I've had like several friend moments. I would say there was one time I was with my friend group in New Orleans. We went to Mardi Gras, and this man was following us. And mind you, the girl in question, I can't stand her. Like, I wouldn't like throw water on her if she was like combusting. But this group, it was 5 of us, and this man was like very clearly like following us to where we were going. Not that he was walking close, like he was following us. And it was like something clicked, and then we were all like, do you want to fucking die? And we started like threatening this man and berating him in the middle of the street because we felt so unsafe. And like people around started laughing because we like surrounded him and shook him up. Like he got off his fucking square. I'm like, we will stab you. This is a knife carrying group. Like we just really went off, and it was just like, I never felt so protected. Like I really felt like, oh, these bitches really ride. Because, you know, I'm cutting up whether I got protection or not.
But for someone to have your back,
my friend popped it off. Like, do you want to fucking go, bitch? And when I saw that, I'm like, yeah! And we just let that nigga have it. And it was a really good time. It was the only time in my life I really got to like openly threaten somebody, you know, and I was like in the right about it. And well, kind of. Whatever. That may not be true. But it was like, it was a really good time. Yeah, and then we just continued to get drunk and have a great night. And we were drunk, too. So it's like this group of black girls threatening this white man on the street. He might have been Asian or something. I don't remember. But he deserved it. He was not black.
Good.
He deserved it.
Good, he did. Mm-hmm. A good friend moment was New Year's. New Year's was
sugar.
Because I always have like my friend issues, and it's just like, it was just a good, tranquil, fun,
peaceful time.
We're rapping. The aunties came. Yeah. There was twerking.
She's moving. Valina's moving in 2 days.
Oh, damn, in 2 days. Jesus, it came so fast. Yeah. But like we just had a good fucking time, which is vibes. It's always like, especially when it comes to women and like the cattiness and the weirdness, it's always like, I don't want to. Everybody's like, yeah, fuck it. We're talking about elementary school. Mm-hmm. We're talking about this. Mm-hmm. We're talking about niggas. We're eating Rice Krispie treats
under the table.
Grapes. It was just a good fucking time. It was just exactly what I needed.
It was a good time. I want to have more moments like that. I think
that's what I'm committed to this year.
Mm-hmm. And I think since I don't have like a core friend group, which is so much better, and my friends all come from different walks of life and different places.
And it works.
And it's not we're friends because we have history. It's we're friends because we genuinely like each other. I feel comfortable creating those spaces more often. But also with like cattiness, because I do still have friends that are like older friends or that I had a lot of history with. I'm just calling it out now. I've always been a what the fuck is your problem type person, but now more, if you're going to be here, what the fuck is your problem? What are you doing? You don't get to be mean to me because we've known each other for 10 years, 20 years, however long you want to say it. No. What's your fucking deal, bro? And once you start doing that to people and they realize that they misbehave so often, they're going to get uncomfortable that you keep asking that, and they're going to X themselves out.
And then
they're going to stop talking to you because you're not letting me behave how I want to behave. And me showing my
Baby,
ass.
people don't like that.
I want to show my ass, you're not letting me, so I don't want to be around you anymore. Because I find it a personal attack that you won't let me mistreat you. Yeah. Boop. Her. Well, that's it, y'all.
That's it.
Hell.
Make sure y'all, tweet and shit, and we're doing better.
Send us letters.
Send us letters, because we love to read letters. We have an iPad now as a family,
Oh
so.
my God.
We are.
You and this iPad is my new favorite development.
All right. Bye.
Bye.